next topic will be mean, mode, median. Mean is actually a average of a set of numbers or group of data. Okay, so for different type of question, there's different way of calculating it. Okay, so I will go through a couple of examples here. So the first one, they give you a set of number randomly distributed. They didn't organize it. Okay, so for you to calculate the mean, simply add everything up, divide by how many numbers is there, which is 8. So the average working hours, okay, will be 49.375 hours. Whereby for the mode is actually referring to the variables that reoccur the most or has the most frequency count. Okay, so over here the mode will be 40 hours because it appeared twice. Whereby for median, it simply represents what's the value at the middle. So the first thing you have to do is to reorganize everything from smallest to the biggest, okay, and try to trace back what's the value at the middle there. If it's a even numbers, then you have to add the variables up and then divide by 2. If it's odd numbers, then you can get a definite answer. Alright, so over here it's a even numbers, so the variables at the center will be 40 and 56. Add these two up, divide by 2, then you will get the median as 48 hours. However, for range is referring to the difference between the biggest value and the smallest one. Okay, so we have 84 and 15, and the difference is actually 69 hours. Right? And for the last question here, okay, this is the type of question they like to ask the most, okay, which is when they add in or extracted one numbers from it, okay, and they gave you a new mean. Okay, so I repeat all my previous mean calculation, okay, but I added a unknown at the numerator and I increased my denominator from 8 to 9 because there's one extra numbers now, and it will be equivalent to 52. You run the calculation and you get the final results as 73. So the next type of question will be the one involving class interval. So for this type of question, you're required to find the midpoint of the class interval first. Okay, simply by taking 45 plus 50 divided by 2, 50 plus 60 divided by 2, and repeat for the rest of the numbers there. Okay, then you're required to take their respective midpoint multiplied to their respective group frequency. Then divide by the total, which is always given at the start of the question, like how many of them, etc. So for this question, it will be 400 and the mean will be 49.375. Whereby for the next one, okay, so they will call this either mode or model class. Okay, it's actually referring to the same thing, which is the one that has the most frequency count. Okay, so it will be the group m less than equals to 90 more than 70. Whereby for the next one, for you to find median, okay, you are required to trace it back using the cumulative frequency concept. So the first thing that I did was to calculate the median, okay, which is the center value of 400. It will fall under 200. So from there, you're required to trace where does the 200 fall under. Okay, so I'm using cumulative frequency. We got 23, 87, 209, 345, 371, and 400. And the 200 students will fall under the groups m less than equals to 70 more than 60. For the last one, which is the simplest one, where it doesn't involve class interval, okay? So for you to calculate the mean, simply takes their numbers of absence times the frequency, okay? Add the total up, divide by 25. 25 over there is actually the total frequency. So the mean of this will be 1.44 absence. And for the mode, it will be the numbers of absence of 2 because it has 12 frequency. Okay, whereby for the median, okay, you are required to take 25 plus 1 divide by 2. Okay, this is for this specific type of question only. Okay, so you are required to find 13. Where does the 13 group fall under? Trace it back using cumulative frequency as well. Then you will know it's falling under the numbers of absence 2. Okay, the range will be 3 minus 0. So it will be 3 absence.